Got him whooping feet.
I'm trying to drop little lines in there. That was kind of hard. I saw that this morning.
That don't mean he was really at Wayne crib doing that though. That ain't what that mean.
He was. He was at Wayne crib.
Yeah, he could have been.
Oh yeah, there we go. You hear the song?
No.
Dang, y'all lucky right now. What?
John, you one dedicated fan, bro. Because when you know your artist done got booted.
What do you mean? How you get booted? What you mean?
Bro, Drake
is not, bro. It's hard to even understand what he's saying,
that's
bro.
What I'm saying, John, you gotta dissect his lyrics too much.
That's on y'all. That's on y'all.
The tune not even there, bro. The tune not.
Listen, I just need baseline, B flat, where I can understand.
This is the middle of war. Why we trying to vibe in the middle of war? You know what I'm saying? He's sending them diss tracks at you. He let them know. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Bro, what are you saying, Kendrick?
You say what?
Hey Jeff, move your hand from over the mic.
Us light skins are going on vacation, bro. We out.
Nah, bro. Y'all ain't on vacation. He really trying to get into the studio. He punching the air right now. he said,
I don't know about that, John Hustle.
Like LeBron was like, I'm gonna give you another one.
Like
another.
LeBron, oh, you know
I got a good idea.
The Deluxe album? The Deluxe album?
The Deluxe album?
We're going to add 4 more tracks, and we're going to call it Deluxe.
Deluxe. Oh, look, here's the main album, but another one. Hey, man. Hey, man.
We got
he on his head top.
We're going to come back and give him some more. I ain't gonna hold you, though. when he drops, there's a leak in the count. There's definitely a leak. There's a leak.
There's a leak, bro.
There's a leak.
There's a leak.
Because he dropped an hour later.
They can leak their own music, bro, and let it buzz and then drop.
No.
Because you notice every time somebody leak, it comes out within the next couple.
No, we're not saying that. We're saying a mole in the count.
Cause we gotta actually we gotta actually go through the thing. I don't know how we gonna start. We gonna start the pod off.
All right, let's just start the pod. It's 11:30. Start it off.
Humble Brag Experience, we are back. The whole squad is on. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, reaching out. Everybody who's just been supporting since day one, man. We really appreciate it. But hey, man, it's Cinco de Mayo, beautiful Sunday. The whole gang is on. What's poppin', fellas?
What's up, man?
What it do? We here.
Like Meek say on BMF, what up, though?
What up, though?
What up?
Detroit.
What up?
Detroit slang.
Y'all on anything today? Y'all just hanging out? I'm on water today, man. What y'all got?
Hey man, fresh H2O, man. I had a Powerade this morning. Not the Mayomi at 11:45. My guy, I need that. Hey, if I had something, I'd be sipping on it too, bro.
Hey, what they say?
Started right.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know what I mean?
Hey,
it really is though.
Yes, sir.
That part.
JB, it look like it's 5 o'clock where you at, champ.
You feel me? Hey, sometimes you gotta float high in the sky. You dig?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, whatever.
This where Drake at right now. Drake's on vacation, cuz.
Oh.
No, Drake is where you at the apartments.
Hey man, speaking of the Drake, man, this beef thing is going crazy. And
Nah. We
I
gotta get
think
into it.
I think the light skins are winning, but we got a diehard Kendrick fan in the group.
Yeah.
Nah, man,
He just won't accept it. He just won't accept it.
It ain't even
Dirk has
that.
always been that. He's
It's
always
crazy.
been that fish that swim upstream, man. He don't want to go with the flow. He want to be,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Exactly. What
in
Kendrick
objection
say?
to what everybody else is thinking, man.
Hey man, what Kendrick say? He made music that electrify him. Drake made music that pacify him, man. You know, if y'all want to go with the beat and the bop, y'all can. You know what I mean?
Listen.
That's it. But if we in wartime, I ain't trying to vibe. I'm trying to get at you. You know what I mean?
Listen.
That's what Kendrick doing.
I told Alexa last night, I was like, just play some hip hop. The first song they came out was "Drop and Give Me Baby." It was bopping. It was bopping.
Yeah, you bop, bro. You bop.
Yeah, cause you. What you mean? You ain't just hear the new joint that dropped though?
I mean,
You just hear the new joint. You ain't hear the new joint.
Yeah, Family Matters is even better. That one's even better.
Yep. I agree.
It was not, bro.
Straight cop.
If y'all wanted to bop, he gave y'all something. If y'all wanted to bop.
Hey, one thing I can say about Jerv, hey, he gonna rock with Kendrick. He gonna rock with Kendrick to the
Absolutely.
end.
Hey,
Hey, that's his
hey,
song.
man.
I'll rock with that, Jerv. I'll rock with that.
But nah, I'm a Cole fan. But you know, he did the smart thing about moving out of the way.
Nah, he just took the back seat,
dudes,
bro.
Nah,
Yeah,
these
that
dudes
was
don't like each other.
That was a business decision by Cole. I respect it.
Nah,
Hey,
respect it.
like Debo said on Friday, do you want some of this, old man? No. And we ain't heard from Bruh since.
Nah, man, he was smart. He knew that they had some stuff that they needed to address, and that's what Kendrick said. You know what I mean?
But they not
He's
really,
like-
they not
Kendrick-
really
Kendrick-
addressing no like. They not really addressing no deep stuff. I feel like everything
What
they
you
rapping
mean?
is surface level.
All right, so
It ain't like no
let's
deep
break it down
secrets
right quick.
coming out.
Let's break. Nah, he is. He talking about a lot of stuff, but let's break it down right quick. So we had
Ain't
Kendrick.
listening lately.
Kendrick ain't been really listening. So Kendrick dropped. What did he drop
How
last
y'all gonna
week?
tell me what I've been listening to? That's crazy.
Hey man. So Kendrick dropped Euphoria last week. So for the listeners out there, Kendrick dropped Euphoria last week. I believe on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday in the middle of people's week. You know what I'm saying? He's like, here y'all go. Everybody was like, where he at? He ain't dropped yet. So he dropped something on Tuesday. He really got at Drake and he talked about Drake's like promotion of like the culture, and he talked about how he think that him and Sexy Red kind of look the same. he had if y'all wanted some funny bars, he had that. Then he told him, it's some words that he can't say because of the way that he promotes himself, et cetera, et cetera. So he got into Drake's like. This is like, here, I'm gonna walk you down. I'm gonna take it slow for you. And it's like, hey, don't mention the family. You getting too much into that. And he's like, I don't really think you want these problems. So he dropped that. And then Drake got into his, he went. I think he already started to like work on that song actually. So Family Matters, he dropped on what? That was on Friday.
Yeah,
I think that was on Friday. So he dropped Family Matters on Friday. But before that, Kendrick dropped a little 616. So he was already, y'all ain't see that part. So he dropped a little 616 record that he leaked. And on that record, he had like an image of like some I guess some, what is it, laundry or something. He got something like packages from like Drake and like his family. So he put up an image of that. Y'all ain't even see. Did y'all see that? Y'all ain't even catch that part.
Nah, we didn't see that. See, invested.
So y'all ain't even catch that part. So he dropped that, and then he had the Family Matters joint. So I will give it to Drake. This is my thing. I'll give it to Drake. He dropped the Family Matters. He addressed Kendrick. He did say some foul stuff. He talking about the wife. He talking about the queen. He talked about that. The thing about the rap battle is, it's like you say some things that's either true or you don't know. You really don't know what's true or not. People got to do the research. So he did that. The only thing I'm gonna give Drake is he addressing A$AP Rocky, he addressing Rick Ross, he addressing Metro, he addressing multiple people. So it's kind of hard to like battle somebody like that. But for me, I would have gave it to Drake. He dropped the Family Matters. 30 minutes or an hour afterward, Kendrick dropped What he drop? He dropped the Graham family. The Graham family.
I gotta listen to that one. I ain't listened to
So
that
that's
yet.
the thing. That's why people got to understand like how it actually came out. It was like it wasn't like it was a span of time. Kendrick automatically was like, boom, okay, I already knew what you was about to talk about. You was about to talk about my family. You was gonna talk about this, woo woo, and then boom, Grand family.
That's
And
what I'm
he
saying,
really
man.
got
That's what I'm saying. There's
into
a
some
mole in
things.
the count. There's a mole in the count, man. Somebody, there ain't no way, because he was addressing things from Family Matters in that song. I said, there ain't no way he's doing it that quick. There ain't no way he's doing it that quick.
Exactly. So he already knew. So y'all got to give it to Kendrick. And then on top of that, over the weekend he just dropped the Y'all Not Like Us. Y'all Not Like Us. He dropped the West Coast joint, but now he really getting at him though. He calling him certain words. I don't know if YouTube like censors or whatever, but he calling them some things. People that's in his camp. He really talking about some stuff in there. So that's why you gotta. I haven't actually went deep into all the lyrics and everything.
We don't know if that's true.
But the people that he talked about, they actually got them on paperwork and everything in terms of. He's like, hey, you don't want to bring your kids around this, and then, so he talked about some. He really talked about some things, and then he broke down. So people that I think it's two sides of it. It's the people that want to have fun and want to, listen to music, that have a good time. You got Kendrick over here. You got Jeff and CB. I think y'all all on the Drake side. Y'all want to have a good time. And then Kendrick is like, nah, let's take this down. Let's peel this back.
But I will
but
say
one
this,
thing
though.
I can say, they definitely entertaining the fans, man. They definitely keep
Yeah.
Bro, we thinking of like, I was about to say, this is the best rap that we've got from both of them in a while.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like Cole said, K-Dot takes 5-year breaks, which is ridiculous. But it's because he needs some material. And so
Hey, good one, Peanut. I like that.
I'm gonna let y'all go now. I'm gonna let y'all go.
I'm with you on that, Peanut.
CB, what you think, man?
It's funny you ask. Because listen, I'm not saying y'all not working professionals, but this past week been busy. I've been a working professional, so when Jern said they dropped on a Tuesday, I know exactly where I was at on Tuesday. I had no time to listen to music.
Oh, he's so busy.
I'm busy.
He's so busy.
So
Congratulations.
I'll say this. This morning, as a father, you have to take your me time when you get it. And normally for me, that's clearing my bowels, right? So when I was clearing my bowels this morning, I had the music playing. I downloaded it. I listened to it. Drake has been at, he's been at the peak of his performance for so long, bro. You know what I mean? Kendrick, he's definitely, he's a pillar in the rap game, but Kendrick hasn't put out consistent work the way Drake has, with like these different features and So I naturally gravitate towards Drake because Drake been a big part of my my growing up.
Yeah,
I've always listened to Drake. You get me?
Yeah.
The best I ever had. Listen, I was in 8th grade talking about best I ever had. I don't even know what that means. You feel me? So I say that to say I really enjoy Drake, but I want y'all to all know that this is nothing but a distraction for the culture, right? Have y'all noticed that the gas prices are going crazy right now?
Hey, we on CB Avenue now.
So just in case I don't know, CB is the biggest conspiracy theorist out there. Just in case everybody on this don't know, he's a conspiracy theorist. He always thinks something is underlying, and just let it be, bro. Just let it be. They don't like it.
They poisoning the water supply.
Listen, I'm telling you, have y'all seen the price of eggs? No, bro. Like this is all a distraction. Y'all worried about the next drop. You need to be worried about when the next time gas price is gonna drop. But in all seriousness though, like Jern said,
funding a war.
And when, like you said, like Jordan said, Drake is dropping radio worthy music that you can play in the club any night of the week. It's gonna hit because it's just the beat, the way he slide on the beat, all that's dope. Now, I was gonna say Kendrick. Nothing wrong with that. I was gonna say Kendrick doesn't do that, but then Deshaun Jackson dropped a little video. I'm talking about one of one. I'm talking about the wide receiver that used to play in the league. Deshaun Jackson dropped a video doing the crit walk to Kendrick's song. And bro, I was like, nah, that's kind of hard. You know what I mean?
But see, that's that West Coast thing though, because D-Jack from LA, ain't he?
Yeah, he West Coast.
Yeah, I think he West Coast. So that's just they vibe. They gonna naturally gravitate to that. But like I said,
we gonna gravitate to it too.
Drake giving radio worthy music, club worthy music. Like Kendrick, I feel like you gotta really sit down and like digest his music. It's not like surface level. Oh crap, he's smashing them. Like it ain't no surface level. You gotta really dig deep. Like you took a deep dive into the track, and now you're able to explain it to us. And I'm like, dang, bro, you had to sit down and do all that just to bop out or pull the eggs out the car. You feel me? Like,
I think that can be a good and a con. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think it's like I said, it's two sides to it. It's sometimes we want to just chill, we want to have a good time, we don't want to have to think too much, and then sometimes it's like dissecting how somebody's able to put together words and really explain and tell a story. I think that's something good too, because like we should want people to want to understand what's actually being said to you, what's actually being explained. Yeah. So that's why I like Kendrick. You know what
Kendrick
I mean?
Did that. I'll tell you this. This is the one line I caught with Kendrick. Kendrick was like, "Colony, you're a colonizer. You go to Atlanta, 21 Savage, 2 Chainz. Like he was like,
from here.
I think Kendrick understands that he communicates at a higher level. So because even after he said that, he's like, "Let me break it down." Like the funny thing is, Kendrick tapped into like rap battle culture. Because let me slow it down. Because you people like Jeff ain't know what he's saying.
He gonna give you the poetry work, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. So it's both sides to the coin. We want to hear, y'all in the comments. Y'all can drop who y'all rocking with too, man. Y'all rocking with Kendrick, rocking with Drake. You know what I mean? Y'all let us know. So I think it just depends on what your preference is.
Wait, so one more question. Do y'all think it's done or some more stuff gonna drop?
Nah, Drake
still got some more.
Drake got
to come back.
He got to respond. If Drake don't respond,
bro, you funny, bro. You funny.
If Drake don't respond, he lost. He got to respond.
Hey, he got a habit of doing that though. He got a habit of not responding.
Drake, if you listening, find a booth while you on vacation and go handle that, and then go back on vacation.
Where he at, Jeff? In Turks? He probably in Turks.
I don't know where he at. He's in an undisclosed location where K-Dot can't get to him. You know what I'm saying? We move militant. We move militant.
Not move militant. Hey man, I think they both still got some things. The only thing I will say, I know, like I said, we love the rap beef. I will say that the things that they saying is getting a little bit disrespectful too. So I hope that things don't spill out outside. But I hope they keep it lyrical and
keep it gangster.
Keep on. We don't want to see no more situations. But Drake, you need to get into that studio.
Yeah, Drake.
Kendrick might drop them all too. He might drop them all too.
Yeah.
We found the mold, man. We found the mold.
I was about to say that. I think Jeremy the mold. The mold. Hey, man.
I heard he did a 19-minute song. He only dropped a few minutes out of those, so he probably got some more for him.
But see, one more thing I'm gonna say about Family Matters, like just the beat switch ups, like you know what I mean, like how he's like incorporating the whole story out of all his songs. You know what I mean, like out of all his songs.
In the video, he took the minivan and crushed it. That he had.
He crushed it.
Come on, man.
Kendrick addressed that, bro. He was like, you ain't do that to my minivan. That's what he said. And not like us. Go back and listen. You know?
First off, a 1998 Dodge Caravan is crazy.
That video is crazy though. He had, I don't know. I mean, the production, everything they put into that, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I get stuff in the works. Ain't nobody thinking of this overnight, bro.
Listen. I say Kendrick's up right now, until Drake drops. Drake got
no, Jeff, no, bro.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. I'll take that.
No,
yeah.
bro.
The only reason I'm still rocking with Drake, the only reason I'm saying K-Dot's up because he put out like 2 more. I need at least 1 more from Drake to really just put him back in the
close it off.
It's neck and
You
neck.
think you gonna close it off? Nah, they neck and neck.
Dropped 3, Drake
Kendrick
got
up.
2, man. Drake's still up.
Hey man, Kendrick up. Drake has a habit of not responding, man. He didn't come back and push him, man. So, you know, he like to just go off into the sunset sometimes.
Now that was a business decision.
What'd you say, Jeff?
Oh, and Kendrick said Drake had another child, which is crazy. But
wild.
you know,
That's wild talk. That's wild.
Drake denied it.
Hey, you know that is definitely a mole somewhere, ain't it?
Yeah.
Somebody said that all of Drake's disses is like a probate for his children. Like somebody coming out, they revealing he got another kid. So yeah, man, hey, you got to get them leaks tied up in the camp, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I was about to say the people who be eating up that type of media, they probably got some kids that they ain't really claimed either too. Like, I feel like, you know, people make mistakes, dog. You know what I mean? So I give some leniency to Drake if he does have a kid, and then hide that kid from the world is not necessarily a bad thing, bro. The world is a dangerous place.
I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid. That's a Drake line. That's tough.
That was a bar.
Cuz.
Y'all can relate on a different level because y'all have children. You know what I mean? I do think children, women, and family, they should just be off limits in the diss battle. But people take it there. They take it there.
You know, I seen this post on Instagram, and it had like 6 things that you need to do in order to be, you know, to live life to the fullest. I can't quote the other 5, but I know one of them was to say the happiest people are the ones where everybody doesn't know everything about you. You know what I mean? It's having that mystique. Like Jeff does a really good job of that, I think. Like, I mean, mind you, his close inner circle, we know a lot about Jeff, but Jeff won't post on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? He only
post.
It's on the post.
He reposts. If you don't tag him in something, he won't post it.
Well, you know,
why is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really good point. I've had people ask me that, like, why don't you ever post? Honestly, it's like, bro, like, the people who need to know what's going on in my life know what's going on in my life. Outside of that, I don't, bro, because one day I was looking at my Instagram, I got like maybe, I don't have a lot of followers. I got like maybe 2,500, 3,000, whatever the number is, I don't know. And it's like, how many of those people do I actually talk to? Like, probably 10. Probably 10 to 20. So it's like, bro, like, I don't need them knowing what I got going on. Like, you know, and
he's so private. Oh,
he's so private.
Oh.
I post like my son and stuff like that, but man,
he don't talk to all y'all.
He's too high profile.
I just be chilling, man. Like, I do repost though, and I post stories and stuff. Like, I like to capture moments, like while I'm in the moment, like instead of like, posting like a picture or something like that. Because I don't know, I just try to save myself, bro.
Yeah. It's different purposes online, man. Different purposes online. You got your personal stuff, you got your business stuff. You got the marketing thing, you know.
Hey,
you gotta be visible. You gotta be visible, man.
Hey, moving militant, man. You know what I'm saying?
Moving militant, man.
CV don't tell nobody nothing though. He even in the circle, he be doing his own thing.
Yeah. Let's talk. You know what? Let's talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Not because, and it's really, I don't know. It's not necessarily because I don't want people to know. But like, for example, like the whole promotion thing, right? Like the whole promotion thing, I think we should talk about that because it wasn't a matter of like not telling you, because me and Jeff, like we best friends, like all of us got a special connection, but like me and Jeff been so tight for so long. And Jeff will always tell me like what he's doing or going through. So, when Jeff was applying for some different roles within the organization, like we talked through it, he was giving me kind of status updates. And honestly, I like that because I feel like I can support him through that. And, on the flip side of it, I had an opportunity kind of, presented to me in my organization, but I still had to interview for it. And I didn't really tell Jeff, it wasn't a matter of like not wanting him to know, but it was like, it could have been a fear of failure. I don't know. Like, I really don't, I never really like try to, I didn't internalize these things. I didn't think about them, but it's like, if you tell people what you're going after and what you're doing, if you don't get it, then it's like, then it's that thought of what are they gonna think, and that's not the type of relationship me and him have at all. But I'm sure there's probably some people watching right now that's probably like not sharing some things just because like what happens if this doesn't go well? You know what I mean?
Facts.
But CB, I don't
That's
care.
Real.
So CB knows when I was going through my process, you was lock and step, right? You knew everything, and then, but you know what though? It was actually for me, it's a good outlet. You know what I mean? It's good to talk through some things. And I was talking to Germ and Keidra, like I was telling the same time, like like I got this going on, but like I didn't get the role that we were talking about, and I was like, I thought I crushed it, I didn't get it. That ain't on me though, because I know when I do well, you know what I mean. Like if it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. Some things just ain't meant to be. But I was confident enough that I was like, you know what, I don't really care either. Like, you know what I mean. Personally, I'm at that point in my life where I just don't care about like. I just like I want to talk through things because I have to talk through things with people. I even get a lot of people's opinions. You know this, EV. Like I talk to before I make a move. I talk to probably like 10 people and just hear different perspectives because my perspective ain't always. I feel like my perspective is the right perspective, but I may miss something, and I'm just checking those boxes. You know what I'm saying? And then so like before, like and Germ knows this. Like I hit Germ all the time. Like like I'm thinking of this, and he's like, oh yeah, but you should think about this too. And I'm like, oh yeah, I ain't think about that. Cool, and I still may do my own route, but I do that with work, life. I do that with everything. But I'm always checking in. Just to make sure I ain't looking at it from one side of a lens, like I want to see all.
So I agree with both of y'all on that because I have found myself like sharing things that I want to do, things I want to accomplish before you even actually like taking the time to deep dive and say, yo, do I want to like publicize this or do I want to kind of just get through it myself? But like Jeff said, like when I called Jeff and I talked to him about, hey, this is what I want to do here. Like sometimes it's good to have that outside influence, whether it's like he may have some resources that I didn't know about that could help me with this. So just sharing that just gives other people an opportunity to kind of like help you guide you through that process. But you got to be careful when you share those things with, because it's a lot of people that lot of people that prey on your downfall. No matter what you tell them, they may seem like they supportive, but at the end of the day, they like, oh. Well, I hope he don't get to do that, or I hope he, I hope that don't go through, like, you know what I mean?
That's a really, really, really good point, Keidra. I'm telling you, like, because, and you can tell by the advice you get sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody's saying something that's like, oh, well, like, I don't know if you should do that, or I don't need to hear that, right? Like, if I come and talk to you about, I don't need to hear that. I need to hear, oh, well, if I was looking to do something like this, I'll probably go about it this way. You know what I mean? That's the kind of like when you was talking about your pilot stuff, right? I was like, oh, I could connect you with my boy E. He got his like the small propeller plane or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called, but like he just passed that, right? So like he's went down that process. So I don't know much about it, but I can point you in the right direction, and I think that's the key thing. That when I call like any of y'all, that's what I'm looking for. Like especially like when I'm talking to Germ, just because we work at the same company, I'm like, am I thinking about this right way? He's like, well, nah, we need to do this. And we like me and Germ yesterday, we was talking about trust, like an actual like physical not a physical trust, but like a trust you can create,
financial trust,
like, will like when you pass and whatever, or like when you pass down the assets down to your kids. And what I say, Germ,
what
about the trust. I was like, bro,
you already had a book on it because you already went through on the finance tip.
That's it. I said, bro, I studied when I get my CFP, Certified Financial Planner. I went through this whole process. I had to study a whole book full of like strictly for trust, and I was like, and it goes in details. I said we can read through that, and then talk through that even deeper. He's like, yo, let's do that. I'm like, bet. And then
I need that book.
And then I asked him, I was like, man, you trying to come over and get some wine? You trying to have some wine while we go to the book? He's like, no Diddy. I'm like, yo, relax.
No Diddy, man. They said, come over and get some wine. Yeah, now we got to spark back up the wine nights, though. We need the wine nights, though, for sure. The fellas need those, for sure. But I agree with everything y'all saying, man. I think I'm the same way. You know, I'm probably, even though I'm online, like I put stuff online, I'm like actually real private in terms of like people don't really know what's going on in my life like that. So unless it's y'all my close people, so people don't really know what's going on. But yeah, like when you're online, it's like I feel like, man, we on these tools. I think we should use it as a tool. We should use it as something that's big, and then family things and all of that. You can keep that in house if you want to. You can share it if you want to, whatever works. But also just in terms of just talking through things with people, I resonate with you too, CB. Sometimes, we deal with things, or we may tell somebody, and then I'm the type of person, I like to be in control. So I may tell somebody something, and then when it don't happen, I just be like, in the back of my head, I be like, man, I don't know what, like maybe they was praying on my downfall or something like that. But like, so that's why you go out and you seek that wise counsel. And you seek out the people that, have your best interests at heart. But then also in this world, nobody can tell us how to live our life. It's like you got to walk that path on your own. And so at the end of the day, you can take different advices, hopefully be able to apply those right advices, but then you got to do the work, and you got to do the thing, and then and you appreciate, like, even for me, I'm appreciative of my tribe, y'all being around, like the people that give you the different nuggets and give you the different advices in life. I pick up different things just by how people do things, and then your successes when they actually happen, it's good to talk about those things so people can see, but also when you're going through that BS or the thing that's like, man, I failed right here. Being able to tell somebody that could either help them, and it can also help you to just get that up off of you, because we think that we're the only ones going through the things. It's like, nah, other people are dealing with the challenging thing. Other people are trying to navigate through stuff. So, you use it in moderation, man. You use it and you share the things that's going to be beneficial to you, and then hopefully be able to impact other people too. So,
hey, before we get out,
that was a good point, man.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, a couple of things. One, Hustle, that you hit the nail on the head. I think about one, what I've been like how I've been growing personally, like individually, is trying to communicate things better with my wife, right? Like, I'll come home from a day at work, or during the interview process or whatever it was, and I'll be telling her like, hey, this is how this makes me feel, right? Like, this is why I'm, in the past I would like bottle that stuff up, and it would come out as like frustration in a moment or whatever, but like, this is what I'm thinking, or hey, what would you do in this situation? And we having those conversations, and it's been helping me out big time, right? Like, a lot of my mentors have therapists, and I'm like, I tell myself, I don't know, maybe it's an ego thing, that I don't need a therapist, or it's just not a cultural practice that I grew up with. Like, nobody ever had a therapist, right? And I feel like I got, the three of you as my therapists. I can easily go to Kendrick, Jeff, Derm, and talk about whatever it might be that's on my mind, and I don't need to go to seek professional help. But, maybe that's something that I do in the future. I don't know if y'all do it or not, but, that's one part of it. And then the other part, again, it's just like, you don't realize why you go through certain things. And we all look at it like, I went through that for myself. Like, I became stronger from that experience. You don't realize, like, that experience wasn't necessarily for you. You didn't go through that for yourself. You went through that for somebody else, right? So, like, what I've been really, like, trying to intentionally do and constantly do is say, all right, I know this is where you're trying to get to, whether it be professionally or personally. This is what I went through, right? And then being able to be like that light for somebody else and that guidance for somebody else. That's why we experience it. Like, we talked about before, like, like me losing my mom, for example. In that moment, all I'm thinking about is me and how I feel, and like, why did this happen to me? How am I going to move past this? You start thinking about all these different thoughts. And then I get into this role within our organization in the leadership position, where people naturally kind of lean on me for guidance, and they're sharing things with me because of their personal experiences. And I'm like, hey, man, I've been through that, right? I've lost somebody that I love. This is how I got through it. This is where I am today because of, these experiences. It's like, man, everything you're doing in life is not for yourself. Everything all the challenges that you're facing is not because of you, but it's because you are going to be that, pillar for somebody else in their life. You know what I mean? So
that's deep.
100.
That's
Love that, bro. Love that, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, you summed it up, bro. Appreciate that. You sharing that experience. And you know what? It's called the Humble Brag Experience for a reason. You did? Yeah. Keisha, you was going to say something?
Yeah. Charles over trumped it by 10,000. But what I was gonna say is one thing I also realized about like just keeping stuff bottled up, man. They create a lot of anxiety, man. Like within yourself, because I've dealt with that. Like when I was going through, I didn't really share this with you guys, but when I was going through the whole trying to figure out the whole pilot stuff in a short amount of time, I was putting so much pressure on myself to like get a student loan, get accepted, like find the right academy that's gonna work around my work schedule. Like I had a medical exam because as a pilot you got to get a special exam, so I had that set up, and I was just like, you know what, bro, I was losing so much sleep just trying to figure all this stuff out, just because like when I'm like really passionate and want to do something, I'm gonna try to like get it done right now, and that may not always be the best practice. So what I did, I was take a step back. I was like, yo, you going through this transition, like put yourself in a better situation to where obviously you're financially in a better position to go back to school and not have to worry about all the stuff after that. So that's why I made the decision to come back to the crib, pay off my car, pay off some other stuff, and that way I'm financially free. So before I can just focus on school and work. So definitely like keeping stuff bottled in, and like I said, I didn't share this with nobody, so I didn't have anybody telling me this from the jump. Like, yo, just chill out, create the plan, create the goal. You got plenty of time. Give yourself time. Put yourself in a better situation. So ever since I came to that realization within myself, like all that anxiety went away. So now I know what I have to do, what the plan is, what my time goal is. So everything is gonna work out the way it's supposed to. So if you take anything from that, just make sure you always keep that solid circle of people where you can share this stuff with to kind of get you through those anxiety trips, because they are real, for real.
Yeah, and to your point though, Kendrick, man, it's everything that we do is not a race, bro. You running your own race. It is a race, but you run your own race, and how fast or slow you go is totally fine and up to you. You know, like we all ain't gonna move at light year speed, but sometimes moving at light year speed can get you can not benefit. It can not benefit you in the way you need to be benefited, right? Like,
and that
because you got stress.
And one thing I can say about the group, bro, is I feel like everybody is their own person. Like, it ain't never been a time where I felt like, oh, I was hating on John for doing this, or hating on Jeff, hating on Charles. You know what I mean? I feel like we have our own lives, and we try to best incorporate them together by keeping each other uplifted, and you know what I mean? So that's big, man. Make sure you get you a group of friends that you feel like you ain't got to compete with. You feel like you ain't got to, you know what I mean, hate on silently, or you know what I mean? That just ain't what we're about, man.
Or have a healthy level of competition.
I was just about to say that we are on a healthy level because I love seeing like all of y'all be successful, and that helps me when I see y'all do something. I'm like, oh man, I can't just be sitting over here chilling. I need to do some stuff too, right? It's a good, healthy competition, which is fine. I mean, and it's not like we're competing each other in terms of our lifestyles or our lives. It's just like you always need that, because even when I was going through my job interviews, they asked me like, how do you like to compete? And I said just that. I have a good, healthy level of competition, even with the people I'm working with, right? Yes, I will help them, and I'm going to be that person that can help guide, but I'm also a dog at the end of the day, and I'm trying to strive for what I need to strive for, right? And that resonated with them. They said, that's what we need. I'm like, great. Now let's talk about this check.
I want to say this. I want to say this before we move on, but Kendrick, I'm proud of you, man.
Facts, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And I think that's a big part too, is like acknowledgement, right? Like not because you need a pat on the back, but like once you go through, life-changing events like that, and you make these changes, and you're disciplined, and you're seeing like the fruit of your labor, for somebody else to notice that, it does something to you. It's like it's another like ignition or trigger to say like, let me keep going. I'm doing what I need to be doing. So I want to publicly say, yo, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Germ. I'm proud of Jeff. I'm proud of all of y'all. But, you know, I've seen Kendrick's growth just in a short amount of time. Like, it's been, you know, it's night and day because of the focus, the priority that you're doing. And, like, that commitment is going to take you and us a long way. It's inspiring us to be better.
Oh, yeah. So appreciate it, champ.
I love that, bro.
I knew Kendrick was locked in. I knew he was locked in when he kept wanting to get a new car. And I didn't say nothing, you know, because I'm like, well, if you want a new car, you can get a new car. But I'm like, that ain't the right play right
Tesla,
now. Like,
man. I was about to. I rented one when I went to Atlanta. I was like, yeah, I gotta get this. This me here. This me.
But I'm like, but when he said, nah, I'm actually gonna save and do all this stuff, I'm like, okay, you locked in. Because I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do. Like, you gotta figure that out because you are your own person. And if you want a new car, you get a new car. That's on you. But I knew you locked in. You like, yeah, I'm putting everything on pause. I'm moving out of my apartment. I'm moving back doing that. I'm like, okay. That's all I see. You figured it out.
Delayed gratification, man. Delayed gratification. Shoot, man. That's what it's all about, bro.
Hey, it's Cinco de Mayo, man. Y'all got me a
you know, getting
a little El Patron on the rocks. On the rocks.
Need to get on them margaritas, man.
Hey. On the rocks.
Hey, man. Hey, this been a good one, man. Shoot,
yes,
bro. Hey, we hope that this has been helpful too, man. This probably a classic just with the information shared, man, and y'all get to see like how we operate as our own individual people, and then also never put the expectations of external things on you too much, man. So, you know, don't allow that to control what you have going on in life. And man, shoot, how we want to close it out today?
Hey,
might
Drake,
have a little word.
Drop something, Drake. Good drop.
Drizzy, what you got, Jared? What you got?
Hey, man.
Hey, you better drop.
We need Drake to drop something, man. Jay Hustle, man, in the spirit of Nipsey. And I was just playing. Just playing, man. Ain't got no raps like CB had. Hey, he killed you on that last time, Jeff. Hey, you actually need to respond back, low key. But nah, man. Hey, no, the one thing I will say is, like, in life, this kind of goes around like what we were talking about today, but in life, set what your goal is, right? Or at least in life, you have the selection of so many different goals that you can get, right? You set, you go and you pick that up, you take that off of the shelf, and then the daily work, the daily process, think of that as like layaway, right? The daily work, every single day, the different steps, the different goals that you have to take to actually get there. There's a process. There's deposits that you got to make to actually get to that final goal. So look at it like that, you know. Because for me, I had to say that because for me, at the beginning of the year, I had like some goals I want to hit. Haven't hit them just yet, but in the midst of trying to focus and hit those goals, what happens? You get discouraged. You're like, man. But normally, it's the work that's not seen, and when you actually hit that actual goal, the work that's not seen is the biggest foundation that you need to build out to actually hit what you're trying to strive for. So don't get discouraged. Continue to put in your deposits. Continue to work on that layaway until you actually achieve that thing, and enjoy every single bit of that process. So yeah, man, that's my word for y'all.
Germ with the gems.
Cast it off, big dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Until next time, man. Thank you so much for joining. And listen, as always, we appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share, man. We want to continue to grow this network and continue to grow this family that we have built up until this point. And we can't do it without you, man. So, again, thank you. And quick reminder, that merch is released.
And you better get it while it lasts.
Yes, sir.
So you better go copy it.
Hey, man,
this season is a limited supply until we come out with the next line. So, get it now while it's hot. And for sure, give us some feedback, man. What you like about it? What would you like to see on the next drop? So, thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you are.
All right,
and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Much love.
Peace.